Welcome to the Stephen Hasner Show. Today we're going to talk about marketing and how to get more clients for your business. Before you start marketing and have a marketing plan, it's very important just to be yourself, be a good person, someone who serves others, loves others. It's important at your core that you really care about the business you're in, you're passionate about the business you're in, and the people that you're serving, or the marketing will come across as being superficial. Referrals is a great way to build a business. I had an amazing consultant, Art Italo, who works with a lot of lawyers in the Atlanta area on how to build relationships and to follow up on those relationships. One is you've got to be willing to work at it. You got to be willing to make calls, to make connections, ask people for lunch, get to know them better, get to know their families better. And at the core of any referral is a relationship. So there's trust that's built. Of course, anyone wants to know that you have the level of competency necessary before someone's going to refer you a case. But it's a great way to build business, but it's also a great way to build relationships and enjoy life and what you do when you're involved with others. For example, in my world of personal injury and workers' comp, there's a lot of lawyers that practice in other areas of the law that can refer business to us. So, I have a simple spreadsheet. I've got names, I've got information and data about individuals that refer business to us. And the key is, it's not just the person you're going to meet, but then who do they know that also could refer business to you? So if you really think of it from like a tree and branches, it can grow pretty quickly. Because when you go meet with John or Susie or whatever, I'm just making up names, but when you go meet with people, of course you're getting to know them and you're grateful to help their clients and their referrals because it's maybe an area that they don't focus in, but it's in who do they know? So John, who else in your sphere of influence or your relationships or other lawyers, and again, this applies to any business, who else do you know that I could connect with to help them so I can serve their clients? And then that relationship is built over time because they start to see how much you're helping people, how much you're helping the clients, how successful you are on the cases that are being referred, so they want to refer more. The start, if you're a solo, is really get involved in your local organizations that you can start meeting people. We're involved in the Georgia Trial Lawyers Association, Georgia Injured Workers Advocates, these different organizations. There's a lot of different lawyer organizations at the state bar. And every time you sign up at the state bar, you can be part of a certain group within the state bar of Georgia based on whatever specialty or practice area. So it's really just get involved, start going to things. I've made amazing connections for referral sources and now friendships with families for decades. From just going to a seminar and sitting down in a chair and meeting the guy next to me or the woman next to me that led to multiple conversations, saw them later at the seminar, got their phone numbers, connected again, and it turns into these unbelievable relationships. And, it's not just about this ulterior motive to get business, right? We want to serve the clients, and obviously it's important to want to grow your business, but it's just how people are wired. We want to love others and grow in relationship and belong. And it all just fits into this great picture that leads to business or referrals. I like the more guerrilla marketing tactics in addition to some of the direct ways. That's, events, that's being where our clients are, thinking about where our clients are and being like kind of among the people. Again, it's not like you're sitting in this office and you're just waiting for cases to come in, but you're out building relationships. So it's not just lawyers or others that could refer you business. It's actually being a part of the people. Are you serving in any organizations or nonprofits? Are you part of any ministry work? Really where you can, meet people one-to-one and build relationships. I mean, I'm kind of crazy, I always have cards on me. I've gotten clients from meeting the guy at the airport who grabs my bag to, someone at Publix or the supermarket. Where do you go regularly to shop? Where do you go with your family? Where are the things that you're thinking? Now, again, it's not just for ulterior motive, because I want to be careful. Your relationship should not just be about you. But really, like, they should know what you do, because if you're good at what you do and you care, you want to help more people, because unfortunately there's others and others that don't always care about the client. And I always talk about it's important as a lawyer in a law firm that you're competent, you're excellent, you're good at what you do, you know what you're doing, but you fit in with love and care. So you want to help more people because that's who you are and what's important to you. So it should be a part of every part of your life. Who's valeting to you, talking to people about their life, getting to know them. I love opportunities to impart wisdom on people that I connect with and come in contact with. And I work out a lot, and I was at the gym meeting a guy, who's a trainer, and a guy who was the sales guy doing the membership. And these are little things and little conversations that one can have an impact on others, but they should know what you do. They should know what you care about, what your passions are, and when it comes to whatever business that you're in. So we talked about referrals from others, but obviously referrals from former clients. So when you're providing a good service to clients, they refer cases. And as we've been in practice for a long time. I can't believe I've been a lawyer for almost 28 years. But we get tons of calls from former clients that we're happy with our prior service. When I say former clients, we always tell clients when they settle, please, we don't want you hurt again. Well, but referrals from other clients. So it's their family, their friends, just heard of us from their close connections. But a huge part of marketing right now is obviously on the web. It's very competitive, but it's a must. I mean, it should be a big focus of your practice, your Google business profile, your local SEO, your SEO. Those things are huge when it comes to marketing and getting calls, because most people are using their phones and searching for a lawyer near me, and you want to pop up. And then from there, it's reviews. You have to have excellent reviews and a significant number of reviews. And they need to be real reviews. There are firms out there, and it may be other businesses that do similar things where they just have such a large volume of reviews, it's not realistic they could have that number. You want to be authentic, need to be real clients. So when you read those reviews, and if you look at our reviews at Hasner Law, those are real people who we've represented that have given us a 5-star, and we're blessed by those 5 stars and people's willingness to give those reviews. But it's a must. I mean, people are comparing you so quickly online. A lot of clients who are looking online like they did with traditional media, which was billboards, commercials, those things, they don't have relationships sometimes, and they're looking on the web and may not know someone who knows you. So they're relying on, is that review credible? And we do this all. Whether we think we do it or not, we do it. When we do things for our business, if I've got an issue with my fridge, when I do a Google search, I'm looking at reviews. When I move to a new area and I'm looking at a local gym, I'm looking at the reviews. What are people saying about this location? And we know there's a certain percentage of people that like to give reviews or may complain in a review more than a lot of people who had a good experience just don't take the time or go do it. But at the same time, it has a huge impact. And you have to have people on your team that are focused on helping get reviews. And that's not adding reviews, it's actually real clients, but it's who's following up with the clients, who's asking for those reviews. I want my legal team as a part of concluding a case to ask clients, hey, were you happy? If you're happy, would you give us a review? So they know it's coming, and then I have people in place to follow up for those reviews and to make sure that you're giving an opportunity. Now, we're not going to force anyone to or pressure someone if they're not comfortable. Some people just have a limited access to Google. Sometimes there's friction in the process, but we try to help them and guide them and give them the opportunity. And if they want to give a review, great. But again, we're not going to pressure anyone. We want a happy client to give a great review, and you should definitely do the same. And definitely a big thing is social media. What I'm doing right now is so people can see you, can hear from you, can you build trust and confidence in others because they can hear your voice and that you're showing and demonstrating that you care. So having consistency on social media, the text you write is important, but videos are probably the most important. Most people are flipping through phones. They want to see short, reasonable videos. Obviously blogs are important, and then making sure you have a clean website. Is it professional? Is it demonstrating what you care about? And I think it's important when we did our website, and we've updated a few different times, is that we're messaging consistent with what our core beliefs are. and that it's pretty easy when you review my bio, or you see on the first page, you can get a pretty good feel for what the firm's about. I know it can be difficult, but we have a video on the front of our website, so if people want to hear about the firm, and that's impactful for an ease of access for them to click. And then having good web forms, so they can contact you, and when a new case is coming in, that it's easy for them to go in and fill out that form. It's not like you have to go searching to fill out a form to hire your firm. Yeah, and as you build relationships with people, and we talked about caring about others, and it's not all this ulterior motive of building your business or getting cases or getting clients. It's really about loving others, what's going on in their lives, what challenges they have, how can I come in and help them through whatever process they're in, or just be a friend, take a burden from them. It's going to lead to you wanting to host, people to come to your house, have a meal together. If you're having a function, invite them over, where it's more of a natural thing. It's not, hey, I'm trying to connect with you because we're going to get together and I'm going to ask you for business. It's really caring about people's lives. And when you host people, there's something special on the hospitality side, having a meal together, because it leads to conversations, things, related, unrelated, maybe what you even wanted to talk about. And sometimes you're surprised at what's going on in someone's life. And it's just a deeper connection to people. And you're not doing it to get business, but inevitably it builds relationship, it builds trust, it builds connection, that if something did happen, and they needed you in your particular area of business, they're going to call you first. Thanks for joining the Stephen Hasner Show. If you ever have any questions about marketing and anything direct, referrals, relationships, please don't hesitate to give me a call at Hasner Law. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.